Hello students, in this video I will teach you adjectives and degrees of comparison. For class 6 it is chapter number 6 and for class 7 it is chapter number 3 in English grammar. This video has definitions and examples of the entire theory part, which is the kinds of adjectives and its degrees of comparison. It is only for your understanding. You don't have to write down the notes in your notebooks. You will only do the bookwork over there. I will now start with teaching you the theory part. First of all, what are adjectives? Words that describe a noun or a pronoun are called adjectives. Any word which describe a noun or a pronoun, that term is known as adjectives. For example, I will make some tea for you. Some is the adjective because it describes tea. So in this sentence, I will make some tea for you. Tea is the noun and what is the description of the tea given? That some tea has to be made. So that's why some is the adjective. Moving on to the next example, this is a big bag. Big is the adjective because it describes the bag. This is a big bag. Bag is the noun and what is the description of the bag given? That it is big. So that's why big is the adjective. Adjectives are usually placed before the nouns, but sometimes they may be placed after the noun. So in a sentence, mostly adjectives are written before the nouns, but in rare cases, adjectives are written after the noun is mentioned in a sentence. Please keep that in mind. Now let's go through the kinds of adjectives. There are 6 kinds of adjectives. Adjectives of quality, quantity, number, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives and possessive adjectives. Now we'll talk about these adjectives, these different kinds of adjectives in details along with their definitions and with some examples so that your concept about the difference between these kinds of adjectives is clear. So the first kind of adjective is adjectives of quality. What are they? An adjective of quality describes the quality of a person or a thing, or adjectives that indicate the quality of a noun are called adjectives of quality. So in this particular adjective, in adjectives of quality, a person or a thing is described. Quality over here refers to the feature that somebody or something possesses. Quality is a feature. For example, the bag is colorful. Bag is a thing and what does it say? What is the quality that the bag has? That it is colorful. So in this sentence, colorful is the adjective. Next sentence, the boy is intelligent. Boy is a person and what is the quality that he has? That he is intelligent. So intelligent is the adjective of quality. Last one, the bangles are lovely. How are the bangles? They are lovely. So because the feature of the bangles are that it is lovely, so that's why lovely is the adjective of quality over here in the sentence. The second kind of adjective is adjectives of quantity. An adjective of quantity specifies the quantity of a thing. What does quantity mean? Quantity refers to the amount of thing or material used and they ask the question how much. So, what are adjectives of quantity? When a particular thing is talked about and the amount of that thing is mentioned in a sentence, the amount of that thing or the material. Also, in adjectives of quantity, the sentences ask the question how much and they are used for uncountable nouns. For example, give some water. Give how much water? Some water. So, over here, some is the adjective of quantity. You have enough time to complete your work. How much time do you have to complete your work? Enough time. So enough is the adjective of quantity over here. Now there are some adjectives of quantity listed over here which are any, enough, little, some, much, whole. These are adjectives of quantity. If these words are there in sentences, it means that the sentence is part of adjectives of quantity. We have to keep one thing in mind. These words, these adjectives that are used for quantity are uncountable nouns. They are for uncountable nouns. For example, please pass me some sugar. So in this sentence, I have asked you for sugar, but I have said some sugar. Why some? Because I cannot count sugar. It is an uncountable noun. Similarly, in any sentence, if any, enough, little, some, much, and whole is used before the noun, then it is adjectives of quantity and it comes under uncountable noun. Moving on to the third kind of adjective, which is adjectives of number. What are these? An adjective of number tells how many persons or things are meant, or these adjectives tell us how many people or things are being talked about. So basically, in adjectives of number in a sentence where the number of thing or the number of people is mentioned, then it comes under adjectives of number. They answer the question how many and are used with countable nouns. In sentences of adjectives of number, a question is asked and the question is how many. Also, in adjectives of number, it is used for countable nouns. For example, he has one box. Box is a thing, and what is the description? What is the amount written? It is 1. So 1 is the adjective over here. Several people have entered the bus. Well, how many people have entered the bus? Several. So several is going to be the adjective, and we can also count them. The fourth kind of adjective is demonstrative adjectives. What are demonstrative adjectives? A demonstrated adjective is used to point out some persons or things particularly. So in this particular adjective, we point out a particular person or a thing. For example, these apples are rotten. So we are particularly talking about these apples. So that's why these is the demonstrative adjective. Such players always play for the team. What kind of players? Such players. So that's why such is the demonstrative adjective. Now one thing that you have to keep in mind is that there are some of the demonstrative adjectives which are this, that, these, those, such, and certain. When there are sentences with these mentioned adjectives in it, it means that the sentence comes under demonstrative adjectives. I hope until now you have understood the 4 different types of adjectives. Moving on to the fifth kind of adjective, interrogative adjectives. Adjectives that are used with nouns to ask questions are interrogative adjectives. So in interrogative adjectives, we use nouns and we ask questions in the sentences. For example, which book will you buy? Book is the noun and we are asking a question. Which book will you buy? So which is the adjective over here, the interrogative adjective, because it is asking a question. What question did the teacher ask? In this sentence, what is the adjective? Because it asks a question. Interrogative adjectives are words like whose, what, and which. Sentences with these 3 words before the noun, whether it is whose, what, or which, if it is asking a question, it means that it is a part of interrogative adjectives. The last or 6th kind of adjective is possessive adjectives. A possessive adjective shows possession or belonging. Possession or belonging means that it belongs to somebody. For example, his books are on the table. Whose books are on the table? His. So his is going to be the adjective because the books belong to him. Your bike is new. Whose bike is new? Your. So your is the possessive adjective over here. Some of the possessive adjectives are my, our, your, his, her, its, their. So in sentences, if you have these words, it means these belong to the category of possessive adjectives. I hope you all have understood the 6 different kinds of adjectives. In case there are doubts, I repeat, please go through the video once again so that you understand the difference. Even after going through the video, if there is a doubt or if there is anything you do not understand, please feel free to call me and ask me your doubts. I will clear it over the phone. Now moving on to the next topic, which is degrees of comparison. Adjectives change in form when they show comparison. When adjectives change in form, they show comparison. Adjectives have 3 degrees of comparison. So there are 3 degrees of comparison in adjectives. First one is positive degree, second one is comparative degree, and third one is superlative degree. Now let's learn about them. Let's study about them in details. So the first type of degree is positive degree. What is positive degree? An adjective is said to be in the positive degree when there is no comparison. So in case in a sentence there is no comparison, the adjective is of the positive degree. For example, Raju is a strong boy. Strong is the adjective over here because it describes Raju. Comparative degree. An adjective is said to be in comparative degree when it is used to compare two nouns or pronouns. For example, Raju is stronger than Ram. So in the first kind of degree, in the first type of degree, which is the positive degree, there was no comparison of the adjective, which is strong. So that's why the adjective was of the positive degree. But over here, in comparative degree, Raju is compared with Ram. Raju is stronger than Ram. So in the sentence, Raju is stronger as compared to Ram. So when there is comparison between these two people, then the adjective is of the comparative degree, of the second type of degree. Moving on to the last one, superlative degree. An adjective is in the superlative degree when it is used to compare more than two nouns or pronouns. For example, Raju is the strongest of the three boys. So in the first sentence, the adjective was of the positive degree because there was no comparison. In the second example, the adjective was of the comparative degree because there was a comparison between two different people. But in the superlative degree, the example is Raju is strongest of the three boys. Raju is compared to three boys and he is the strongest. So in superlative degree, the adjective is compared to more than two nouns or pronouns. I once again repeat, in positive degree, the adjective is not compared at all. In comparative degree, the adjective is compared between two nouns or pronouns. And in superlative degree, the adjective is compared between more than two nouns or pronouns. So I hope the degrees of comparison have been understood. So the first degree is going to be strong, then stronger, and then strongest. So here the chapter comes to an end. All the 6 kinds of adjectives and the 3 different degrees of comparison have been explained. In case there is any doubt or if there is anything you failed to understand, please feel free to clear them. Now before ending the video, there is one thing I want all the students to note. The first information is for the students of class 6. If you open this chapter, there are boxes which shows the formation of degrees of adjectives. All the words that are there in the boxes, in all the boxes, they have to be learnt. Because when you learn it, it will be easier for you to remember when you get exercises related to these words that are there in the boxes in your exams. And now information for class 7 students. In your books also, formation of adjectives is given in your books in the chapter in a box only, and different types of suffixes and words are mentioned along with adjectives. Please make sure that you learn them. That is all that I wanted to inform all of you. One last thing I want to repeat is that for this chapter only the book work has to be done in your notebooks. The rest of the notes that were there in the videos, it is only for you to understand. Please do not ask me if it has to be written in the notebooks. In your notebooks you will only do the book work and the answers will soon be sent to you. That's it for the chapter and the video. In case of doubts, please feel free to contact me and clear them. Thank you so much for the patience, all of you.